one. The one right next to that door with the pins.
So as you walk along, you look down, you'll see shrapnel, and this has been cleaned up quite a bit by the locals. But you know, that right there, just look down, there's a shell casing, just laying on top of the ground. It's a U.S. one. It hasn't been fired, so it just lost the bullet. There's shrapnel all over the place. And there's a piece of shrapnel there. What is that? It's like part of a grenade, actually. You can see some of the yellow paint still on it. So it's American fragmentation grenade part. These are more relics. Looks like a top of a fuse and a tent eyelet. 27. Off a can, ration can. All right, so just to show you some back into the relics on 27. So I've just moved down the military crest, especially on the northern slope. This is the slope that experienced a lot of the fighting. So after this hill's been combed for all these years, I mean, I can look down. That looks like a top of a U.S. Grenade lever, rusty. Let's see what else I can see. Oh, like I said, there's shrapnel. Piece everywhere here. Everywhere there's shrapnel. Doesn't take much to find it. I mean, reading the reports, the amount of artillery the Americans dropped on this place and bombs was unbelievable. And there's a beer can, but I don't think that's a Japanese or American beer can. Normally there's a lot of shrapnel. Oh yeah, this. I don't know if you can see it. There's a good piece. One right beside it, another good piece. There's another good piece, possibly from the same round. Oh, there's shrapnel everywhere. There's another piece here. There's everywhere you look. This place is saturated. Looks like a field firing range. Another one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Imagine that hitting you. That big fella there too. There's another piece there. It's everywhere. Everywhere shrapnel. You know, after all these years and as much as this hill's been picked over, just shows you the ferocity of the fighting it was up here. So here's some examples of relics the locals have just put on the rocks. It's M1 Grand clips, possibly Japanese stripper clips or even Springfield clips. Artillery fragments, mortar packing tubes, all kind of stuff. Parts of shovels, entrenching tools. That's off a folding cot. Big piece of shrapnel. If you look over here, more packing tubes. Either probably off 81 millimeters. Looks like a Japanese mess tin. Entrenching shovel. Like a U.S. mess tin. So as we're moving down the reverse slope, you can see ration cans. I've got my stick to show you. Ration cans and tops of grenade cartridge shipping containers. Right there's probably a cartridge. More ration cans. probably soluble coffee there. Ration tins everywhere. Oh, what's that? Stripper clip. I have to have a look, but I don't want to take it out. Could be Japanese. Because the Army had the Grands here. They did have some Springfields, but the Japanese had the airsoft and boat actions that had those type of clips. That's off a mortar. Shipping tube actually says mortar on it. Most likely 81 mil. Good mortar positions here. You can see nice covered position. Relics. The locals have gathered everything up. That is a very large shipping container. I have no idea what that's off of. 105 maybe? Grenade pins. Grenade. Webbing. American webbing. Japanese gas mask. Shipping container says 81mm mortar. 16 rounds. More arty. Mortar tube covering. Artillery, barbed wire. What is that? What is this? Probably off gas mask. Ration tins. Just stuff everywhere.